In this video, I'll be making a door. I'll be working on the inside of the workshop, making a workbench, or starting to make a workbench, installing the diesel heater, and I do all of this with old and new materials, and I'll be talking a bit about all that. It is Sunday morning in the workshop, and I am hoping to sort of close this wall. I want to make all these panels removable for the summer. This is going to be a door. It's all going to be insulated, so it's going to be 2 sheets of this with a 50mm beam and some styrofoam in it. 14.5 centimeters. This is going to be the top, because there's going to be a pull force on it, and this only has a push force on it, so that's going to be the bottom. That should do the trick. Now I have to get the other parts. So this is the other part of the hinges. We have got a door. It is Tuesday afternoon in the workshop, and I am very proud because it is completely closed up. Finally did it. The thing now is that it's getting really cold coming days. I've got some vapor barrier to put up. There's like gaps between the planks. Most of this wall is still one layer. This whole wall is going to be 2 layers with styrofoam in between. I used OSB sheets to close this wall, but on that side I used a lot of used wood that was already laying here because I find looks very important. I want a workshop that gives me a bit of inspiration. Also, cost-wise, the building materials here in Sweden are more expensive than in the Netherlands. Of course, I had to buy material to close this up and for the ceiling, the drywall, but the big beams, it was already, all the materials were already here. So that made the whole build less expensive. I don't know the exact cost right now. Next video is going to be a bit more of a whole breakdown of the whole workshop and how I build it. So stay tuned for that. I've got some OSB panels here, but there's going to be a workbench this height. So this is what's going to be visible. So yeah, I'm not only using used materials because it's cheaper than buying new. It's also about the looks. Not perfect yet, but works. Now we're talking. Drilling a pretty big hole for the exhaust because I don't want the wood to get in contact with the exhaust. Ah, okay, there was a beam. Okay, was pretty sure there was no beam, but there is one, so I'm gonna move the hole a little bit. Why does that smell like fish? So now I can have the exhaust going through here and not touch the wood. Here's the idea. So that should be good. Yeah. All right. That should do the trick. All right. All right, I bend it a little bit going this way and put the little muffler on. I will eventually make a bracket or something to, and maybe an extra piece of pipe to make sure that the exhaust really goes to outside, but I'm pretty happy with this. Yep, that should work. Let's get a little bit out of this, so it's supported by the big beam, and that'll be a workbench. Do something like that at the other side. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, watch some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one.